Welcome to Flow 360 training webinars. In this session we are going to look at custom data. What is custom data? Custom data is additional information that you can attach to many things, resources, assets, documents, and is a sort of free-form tag or label. And it covers pretty much anything you want to add. You'll find there are various inbuilt custom data labels that cover a range of things like manufacturer name, serial number, paint code, installation date, warranty expiry date, kilowatt input and output ratings, and so on. But you can create these at will and use them really for any purpose. So if you want to record the fact, for example, that some objects are yellow and others are red, you could create a custom data label simply called object color and use this to tag objects. And you can then use those tags to find all of those objects that have those labels attached. So let's look at a couple of examples. We're logged in currently to our demo, and first of all I'm going to jump through to one of our boilers on site, and I want to add some information about the manufacturer of this particular boiler. So if I go to the boiler record, and on the boiler record, and this is true of all resource levels, there is a details tab. And if you click on the details tab, the first sub-tab that you see underneath the main information here is the custom tab. And this is where you add all of your custom data, labels and tags. And you can see for this particular boiler we have a number of things already here. We have a serial number, part number, we have a date of installation, energy source, fuel type, kilowatt input and output ratings, and the fact that I've tagged it with a main heating system label as well. What I want to add now is the manufacturer information. So to add a new custom data label or tag, I'm going to go to the little plus button here over on the right at the top of that list of custom data items. And you can see from this dialog I can either select an existing one, and in fact manufacturer is already there, so I'll select manufacturer, and I want to specify the manufacturer for this boiler, and that is Broag Limited. And you can see I get a pop-up list of items that are already in Flow 360 that are to do with manufacturer. So if it's one of those I need to use, I can simply select it from the list and click confirm. And that adds now Broag Limited as a manufacturer, and that's a label or tag attached to this boiler. Now that means I can find objects in the system using that information. So by jumping back to the start screen, even from here I can search the custom data directly. You're probably already familiar with the fact that you can search for objects by name simply by typing into this text box. But if you set this little tick on and then type in here, you can search all of that custom data as well. So by typing in Broag and hitting return on my keyboard, I've actually found 14 matches, in this case across multiple sites, for objects that are tagged with Broag somewhere, either in their name or in the custom data that attaches to them. So from here, of course, we can use the Go To button to jump directly to that particular object. And having performed a find like that, let's just go back to our list, then of course you could produce a report that breaks that information down by location so that you can see where all of those objects are. So that's a simple example of adding custom data to a specific object. Let's also look though at how we can add custom data to multiple objects at once. This is very useful for being able to quickly categorize information, add tags to a whole set of objects in one go. So I'm going to look for, in this case I've searched for alarm sounders, and I've got a whole set of alarm sounders here. And we can go to any one of those. And again, looking at the custom data tab here, so we've gone to the details tab and the custom tab, and we can see we've got manufacturer, IECO, information here, and maybe I want to attach additional information to this particular object. Whereas before we used the attach a new custom data item to a single object, we're now going to use the button next to it, which is to attach a custom data item to multiple resources at once. So I'm going to click on that, and we have to go through a couple of extra steps here. So add the same custom data item to multiple items. Yes, this is what we want to do. Some warnings there about not wanting to, you're not being able to undo this process. And how far do we want to cast our net in terms of bringing together the set of objects that we want to look at? I'm going to go up 4 levels, and up 4 levels means I'm looking across the entire current site. So we're going up 4 levels, and the first thing that happens is I get a list of all objects on that site, which I now need to refine down to that set of objects that I'm interested in. So I want to go back to my list of just alarm sounders. You can see the search option at the top here is set to reduce by default, because that means the set of objects that we're currently looking at across the entire site, I'm going to reduce that set to just those that have alarm sounder in their name, and that's our set of fire alarm sounders. I'll click confirm to say yes, that is the set of objects I want to attach this new custom data item to. And now I can decide what it is I want to attach to it. So if it's a manufacturer name, I could choose manufacturer and add that. But in this case I want to add model number, and model number actually isn't listed as an option there at the moment. So I'm going to type in model number, and this is going to be a text entry, and we're going to specify the model number for this particular fire alarm sounder, and we'll click confirm on that. That has now added this information, 4567-TY89, as the model number for those fire alarm sounders that were in the list. And again, I can use that information to find those objects directly. So if I copy that as a string of text, and I go back to my front screen and type that in, then it will bring me that list of fire alarm sounders. And I added that model number to all of those objects in one go using that button, attach custom data to multiple objects. So it's a very quick and easy way to collect together a group of objects across the site, or even across multiple sites, and attach the same custom data information to them. I'll give you another example. We've got a set of objects in the system that I've tagged with main heat as part of a main heat system, and again I can use that search very quickly to find them. However, that quick find from the front screen will find objects by name as well. So sometimes the custom data information you type into the quick find will also match on names of objects. And if you want to be a little bit more specific about what you're looking for, it's better to use the find from a list view. So we go to an items list. We've only got one object listed at the moment, but that's fine because I'm going to perform a search. And by looking at the items filters, you can see here there is a custom data option here. So if I come down, say, to manufacturer, and I look for AECO as a manufacturer name, and I click the find on that, that is going to only find objects that specifically have custom data item, manufacturer name is AECO. So it will ignore any objects that have AECO, say, in the name of the object. It's only looking for those specific custom data items. So using the filter panel gives you more control over the results that you get and allows you to search for very specific things in the custom data across one level of resources or across multiple levels across the entire site. Let's have a quick look at custom data attached to documents. If I go to my documents list and I go to the document record for a particular document, in this case a floor plan, I can see on the floor plan record I also have a custom data tab. And at the moment there's nothing listed for this particular plan, so let's add a couple of things. On the right hand side, add new custom data item, and I'm going to say first of all I want to put in the author's name. So we'll put author and D. Rookwood is the author, and we'll confirm that. And now maybe I want to add as well a version number so that we can keep track of version numbers here. So I've added some number data, in this case the version number of this particular document record. And I can build up other things there. So you can see there are some inbuilt options here for documents that include publisher, publication date, reference ISBN numbers, Dewey and universal classification codes, and so on. So you can use those, but of course, as with resources or assets, you can also define your own custom data labels or tags to attach to documents. And then, as with resources and assets, you can use that information to locate documents. So let's go to our documents list and open up the Find panel and look for custom data author with Rookwood as the author, and that will find me any documents in the system where Rookwood is part of the tag author for that particular document. So to summarize, custom data is used typically for resources, assets, objects in rooms, and also for documents. It's basically free form. You can create your own as and when you need to. You can group objects together by those custom data labels or tags in any way you like, and you can then use that custom data information to locate objects quickly, either directly from the front screen up here under the Sites button, or by using the finds directly on the specific lists, the Sites list or the items list or the documents list. I hope that's given you a good feel for how useful custom data is in Flow 360 and that you will begin to make use of it yourselves. Thank you for watching.